Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is English Bulletin with me, Yutsa Bhatrai. The top stories first. President prorogues House session. Main opposition cries foul for not endorsing crucial bills. NCP meeting rescheduled for Saturday morning. Leaders resolve to stand united despite internal rift. Cabinet allows government to seal virus-affected districts. All entry points to remain closed until July 26. Jade mine collapse in Myanmar buries workers. At least 126 feared dead. And Liverpool's title celebration wretched by Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne shines as City hits 4 past Liverpool. And now the news in detail. President Vidya Devi Bhandari has prorogued the ongoing parliamentary session. President Bhandari took such decision yesterday evening upon the recommendation of Council of Ministers. The President's office informed the Parliament Secretariat at 5 p.m. yesterday that ongoing session of both the houses have been prorogued. The Council of Ministers had held a meeting yesterday morning in this regard. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had met with President Bhandari prior to the cabinet meeting. Main opposition party Nepali Congress has expressed strong objections against the government's decision to prorogue the House session. Issuing a statement, Nepali Congress said it was unfortunate that the government ended the House session with finalizing some important bills. NC spokesperson Vishwa Prakash Sharma said that the process of abruptly ending the House session was against the general practice. The statement says ending the House session without endorsing the resolution motion against coronavirus and the MCC grant agreement is against the established norms and practices. NC also expressed strong objections against the government for not consulting with the opposition parties before proroguing the House session. NC Chief Whip Balkrishna Khad said that the government did not even inform them about ending the House session. He said that the resolution motion against coronavirus and locust infestations presented in the Parliament by the main opposition party was not even discussed in the last session of the Parliament. Meanwhile, the Standing Committee meeting of the ruling Nepal Communist Party was postponed yesterday with an understanding to resume the meeting on Saturday morning. Leaders present during yesterday's meeting were unanimous in resolving the internal conflict within the party and moving ahead together.
बैठकले पुनः पार्टी एकतालाई हर हालतमा रक्षा गर्न र सुदृढ गर्न र पार्टी सरकार र राष्ट्रको आवश्यकतालाई पनि पूरा गर्ने गरी अगाडि बढ्न आपसी छलफल गर्नुपर्ने आवश्यकता महसुस गरेका कारणले पर्सि 11 बजेको सम्मका लागि स्थायी कमिटीको बैठक स्थगित गरिएको छ। आजदेखि नभए सम्भवतः भोलि दिनभर अध्यक्ष कमरेडरको बीचमा र विभिन्न अरु जिम्मेवार कमरेडरको बीचमा पनि पार्टीमा देखा परेको अहिलेको संकट र त्यसको समाधानको बारेमा छलफल हुनेछ र पर्सि 11 बजे पुनः स्थायी कमिटीको बैठक बस्नेछ।
Speaking after the meeting, NCP Standing Committee member Keshav Badal accused that the party's secretariat has not been able to function properly due to the ego of the party's chairman duo.
जसले समस्या हल गर्दैन त्यसलाई इगोबाट मुक्त हुनुपर्छ। जे देशको निम्ति जनताको निम्ति पार्टीको निम्ति जे गर्नुपर्ने त्यो गर्नुपर्छ इगोमाथि।
Co-chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal had met with President Vidya Devi Bhandari ahead of the Standing Committee meeting. It has been learned that the two leaders held normal discussions instead of focusing on ordinances during the meeting. Meanwhile, a former Prime Minister Jalanath Khanal has expressed his confidence that the party will not break down despite a serious crisis. Speaking with JanataTelevision in a special interview, Khanal said that some leaders might leave the party, but the NCP would remain united. Now, the last meeting of the Federal Parliament was held yesterday before the President prorogued the current session of the Parliament. The sixth session of the Parliament has, however, managed to endorse 13 bills. 6 bills have been sent back to the Law House, while 7 more bills have been sent back to the legislative committees for further deliberation. Chairman of the National Assembly, Ganesh Tamalsina, informed that a total of 35 meetings were conducted by the 6th session of the Parliament, endorsing 13 bills. The National Sports Development Bill 2075, Nepal Special Service Bill 2076, Policy Research Academy Bill 2076, Plant Protection First Amendment Bill 2075 and the Second Amendment Bill to the Constitution of Nepal 2077 were passed by the 6th session. Likewise, Appropriation Bill 2077, Bill to Raise a National Debt 2077, Loan and Guarantee Bill 2077 and National Debt Recovery Bill 2077, Loan and Guarantee Bill 2077 were some of the major bills to be endorsed by the Parliament. Similarly, Thursday's meeting approved 2 more bills unanimously. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. We continue with other national news. A 49-day-old infant has become the latest victim of coronavirus in the country. The infant from Dhaulagiri municipality, Myagdi, who was receiving treatment at Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital, died due to coronavirus infection on 1st of July, according to health authorities. Spokesperson of the Health Ministry, Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, confirmed the infant's death. With this, the death toll from COVID-19 has climbed to 31.
म्याग्दी जिल्ला धौलागिरी नगरपालिका वार्ड नम्बर 4 थाई ठेगाना भएको 49 दिनको एक शिशुको 2077 असार 17 गते साँझ 4 बजे त्रिभुवन विश्वविद्यालय शिक्षण अस्पतालमा उपचारको क्रममा मृत्यु भएको छ।
Meanwhile, 473 new cases were confirmed yesterday, taking the tally to 14,519. Out of the total infected persons, 1,883 are female, while 12,826 are male. Dr. Gautam informed during the Health Ministry's regular press meet yesterday.
आजको जम्मा आरटीपीसीआर 4537 र जम्मा हालसम्म पीसीआर 2,37,764 छ। क्वारेन्टाइनमा रहनुभएको व्यक्तिहरूको संख्या 38,109 रहेको छ। आइसोलेसनमा रहेका संक्रमित व्यक्तिहरूको संख्या 10,137 छ।
So far, the government has conducted more than 238,000 tests through PCR method. At present, more than 38,000 persons are kept in quarantine across the country. Similarly, 10,137 persons are undergoing treatment in isolation. According to the ministry, altogether 5,320 persons have recovered from the disease so far. A cabinet meeting held yesterday has given the authority to the government to seal coronavirus-affected districts completely or partially in coordination with the District COVID-19 Crisis Management Centre. Informing about the Cabinet's decision, Government spokesperson and Minister for Finance Dr. Yuvraj Khatioda said all international entry points and movement from open border will remain closed till 26th of July. The government has also decided to provide lands for Morang Naubise and Kusha Biratnagar transmission line of 220 kV and 132 kV respectively on the recommendation of Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation.
यो मोरङ नौबिसे 220 केबी प्रसारण लाइनको लागि र कुशा विराटनगर 132 केबी प्रसारणको लागि यो जमिन उपलब्ध गराउने भन्नेहरू पनि निर्णय भएको छ।
The Cabinet has also decided to accept 2 temporary recruitments at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and to send envoys who returned home for holiday back to their offices. The government has also approved Japan government's aid worth 308 million rupees for the development of schools and educational institutions in the country, Minister Khatioda informed. Nepal Police will be getting a new chief within a week. Additional Inspectors General Shailesh Thapa Chetri and Haripal are the main contenders for the top job. And also say this time there isn't any unhealthy competition between the top cops. The incumbent IGP Thakur Prasad Gyawali is retiring from service next Wednesday. The government is likely to choose one among the 2 AIGs for the post of police chief on the same day on July 8. Both the contenders have expressed their support to one another despite any outcome. The tenure of new IGP will be of 22 months. And now the news from Economic Front. The price of gold has decreased by 700 rupees per tola in Nepal's market yesterday. Gold prices that hit a record high of 91,700 rupees on Wednesday came down to 91,000 on Thursday, informed Federation of Nepal Gold and Silver's Association. The price of silver also decreased by 10 rupees and currently stands at 950 rupees per tola, the Federation further informed. We'll be taking a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international and sports news. Welcome back, and now the international news. A landslide at a jade mine in northern Myanmar killed at least 126 people, while many more are feared dead, Reuters reported yesterday, citing the government authorities. According to the news agency, a heap of mining waste collapsed into a lake and buried many workers under mud and water yesterday. The miners were collecting stones in the jade-rich Habkant area of Kachin state. The incident occurred after heavy rain triggered the muddy wave to crash upon them, the fire service department said in a Facebook post. The department said rescue workers had recovered 126 bodies by late afternoon, but more were missing. Authorities said 100 people were still missing and 30 had been hospitalized. Deadly landslides and other accidents are common in poorly regulated mines of Myanmar, which draw improvised workers from across the country in search of gems, mostly for export to China. But Thursday's accident was the worst in over 5 years. About 100 people were killed in a 2015 collapse, which strengthened calls to regulate the industry. Another 50 died in 2019. Similarly, humans discarded more than 50 million tons of electronic waste last year, AFP said, citing a UN report. According to the French news agency, the latest figure is an increase of 20% in just 5 years. This makes tech refuse the world's fastest growing waste problem, the United Nations said Thursday. In its annual report on e-waste, tossed away smartphones, computers, white goods and electronic car parts, the UN said that materials worth more than $55 billion were being wasted every year. In 2019, only 17% of the year's 53 million tons of e-waste was recycled, with the rest ending up in scrap heaps or landfill. With its unreclaimed deposit of gold, silver, copper and platinum, as well as highly prized rare earth metals, non-recycled e-waste means more must be mined to equip consumers with new products, AFP said. The report's authors blamed ever shorter device lifespans and a lack of recycling infrastructure for the ballooning e-waste problem. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Manchester City played the spoilsport to Liverpool's title-winning celebrations by thrashing them yesterday night. Liverpool players received the Guard of Honour from the host at the Etihad Stadium as they stepped onto the pitch, and it was the only moment when the Reds looked like current Premier League champions. Liverpool faced a slumping 4-0 defeat to Manchester City, equaling the record for the heaviest defeat as Premier League champions, the Daily Mail reported. Jurgen Klopp's side ended an agonising 30-year wait for the top-flight title when City lost at Chelsea last week, but were resoundingly hammered on their return to action, BBC reported. Raheem Sterling, Foden, Oxlade all scored against Liverpool, but it was Kevin De Bruyne's stunning penalty on the 25th minute that gave City the required lead. Liverpool's boss lashed out at his players and seemed unhappy at the post-match interview. Klopp said the side's attitude was wrong. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. President prorogues House session. Main opposition cries foul for not endorsing crucial bills. NCP meeting rescheduled for Saturday morning. Leaders resolve to stand united despite internal rift. Cabinet allows government to seal virus-affected districts. All entry points to remain closed until July 26. Jade mine collapse in Myanmar buries workers. At least 126 feared dead. And Liverpool's title celebration wretched by Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne shines as City hit fall past Liverpool. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website at JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep washing your hands, keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.